All right, parents. Thank you for being here today. Uh, Even though we're all super tired, I'm just glad that you guys are here. I'm gonna share some data once a month. But super proud that Letty's here, Maritz is here, Betty's here to continue supporting everybody. For our Spanish session, we had 22 parents. For our English session, I'm seeing 11. And so even though it's virtual, it's just great to see the turnout, um, uh, the turnout here with our families. So I want to go ahead and get started because I want to respect your time. And I can hear my kids screaming already, so I'm gonna take out my belt and get ready to scare them because I can't hit them anymore like we were hit back in the day. But you know how it is, parents. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna make sure that the norms for today is if we're gonna make any decisions, we make them collaboratively. Stay engaged. If you have to make a call, just make sure you're on mute. Keep it light. We like to have fun. We like to say some jokes, mostly towards me, but it's all good. I can take it.
Yeah.
Letty, you shouldn't laugh. Letty, if you're gonna laugh that loud, put yourself on mute. That's me. We're gonna start and end on time. Show respect and put yourself on mute when you laugh at the principal, and we're gonna be honest. So those are the norms for the meeting. Also, parents, the mission statement. We always start off every meeting with the mission statement. We want to remind you that our goal at Azusa is to make sure that your child is thinking critically. They become more effective communicators. They respect diversity in a safe and positive environment. That our teachers work collaboratively to support your kids. So that way, when they graduate, they're college prepared and career ready. And we're going to show off some data that shows how we're doing that. And here it is. Parents, we'll start off with the bad news. All right. So if we look at our first, at the second column, the one that says grad rate. If you look at 2016-17, 97% grad rate, 17-18, 92%. 2 years ago, 18-19, 94.8%, and then last year was our lowest graduation rate at 90%. Not making any excuses because we know we have to improve, but we share it every year. Because we're the only school that has a life skills special ed program. Those students receive certificates of completion and not diplomas. So that brings down our grad rate. And also for the last 3 years, Azusa High was the only school that had our newcomers. And so in the community, we've seen a lot of newcomers from Mexico, from Guatemala, from Honduras, from Central, even South America that have come to Azusa. And a lot of them are coming at 11th or 12th grade year that are coming to work. Because of the rules in California, they have to be in school until they're 18. So the ones that come to us at 17 and 18 years old, those are considered non-graduates also. So again, not making excuses because we have to support all of our Aztecs whenever they get to us. But in the last 2 years, we have received an influx of not only newcomers, but also of our life skills families, and so we're going to support all of them. We're going to keep them at our school, and we want them to graduate, but they are considered non-graduates. All right, so that's the bad news. Our lowest graduation rate in the last 4 years. Let's look at the good news. If you look at the fourth column where it says A through G, A through G stands for the requirements for your child to be college and career ready. So if you look at our graduates, 247 graduates last year, we had 135 of our students that were A through G. So about 55%, which is the highest percentage in the last 4 years of students that graduate and are eligible to attend a 4-year college. So very, very excited and very proud of that, which means that your son or daughter is passing more and more classes with A's, B's, and C's. So great job, parents, for making sure that your kiddos are on track. The next one, SELA by literacy. This is basically saying that we're graduating more bilingual students. Last year we had 52%, the highest in the last 3 years, and you can get the bilingual award by passing an AP test, by passing AP Spanish language, taking several classes of AP French. Not the highest in the last 4 years, but the highest in the last 3 years. The next one, for all you IB parents out there, look at our rates for IB diplomas. They continue to improve. So we're super excited about that. These classes, just like our AP classes, are very difficult, but our students continue to succeed. So great job, Aztecs. The highest in the last 4 years for IB. Look at our AP pass rates at 49%. Again, the highest in the last 4 years. So congratulations, parents, students. Congratulations, class of 2020, for improving all of these data sets. And you guys know how difficult last year was for your children or for your nieces and nephews, for the entire graduating class. But they kicked butt last year, and we're just super proud of them. And we're expecting the same for the class of 2021. So let's keep on urging our kids to continue to move forward, and hopefully we return back to school as soon as possible. But just great news. So before we move on, any questions on this data for the class of 2020 and for all of our AP students that did an awesome job last year? Questions, comments, concerns, shout outs? All right. I like to wait 14 seconds, just like the superintendent. But Maya family, Lopez, Asensio, Cuenca, Heredia, Gallegos, Enriquez, Castañeda, Rico, Caballero, Velasquez, De La Torre, and Verduzco. This is your time, parents. So if you guys have any questions, please write a comment in the chat box, unmute yourself, and let's talk.
Okay, I have a question, or not a question, but just a little. I know my daughter's doing a great job right now, but I am a little worried about the amount of homework that gets sent home for specific classes.
Yep.
I mean, I think right now the kids are doing a great job. I think everyone overall, because I do ask her about her classmates too. And regarding like I think the one that she's, I mean, obviously this is like an overall kind of a comment, but I just think that the amount of homework is just a lot, and the times that some of the teachers check are available for the kids, and the times that they have to turn them in, it's a little difficult right now. I don't know if this is the time or place to say that, or maybe it's something that I would have to get with her counselor, but I just kind of wanted to make a quick comment about the amount of work that has to be done in a day for I'm sure it would pertain to all classes, but I just kind of wanted to throw it out there. It is pretty hard right now, with them trying to struggle and do everything at the same time. And I know that the teachers are doing hard to cram everything in, and it's harder for them too. But I just kind of wanted to make that comment because it is a little hard with some of the students having AP classes or honors classes.
Definitely.
That makes sense. I don't know if this is the time or place, but just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and parents, especially for the new faces that I haven't met before, please make sure when you have a concern like that, please send me an email, send Letty, Maritza an email. We're here to help. Sometimes when teachers don't hear comments like this that are sincere comments, not like you're not asking to make things easier. You're not asking to change the amount of work. You're just asking to be a little more flexible with the time.
Yeah.
Most of the teachers are open to that. But sometimes when they don't hear it, they think everything's going good. So please send me an email and we can work together around that point.
For sure. Thank you.
Yep. let's go on to the next one. And as more questions arise, please let us know. Guys, team, parents, yesterday or today, we're finishing day 24. So tomorrow morning when your kids wake up, give them a big old bear hug. Let them know it's officially day 25 out of 180. Time flies when you're having fun, but just give them a big hug because they've been able to complete the first 25 days during distance learning. And we were all in high school, and I can't even imagine like not being able to play soccer and baseball and be with my friends. And so just give them a big hug and tell them we miss them. But tomorrow is officially day 25, and let's keep them motivated, and we want them to smile. So I wanted to share, if you just go back real quick, Maritza. I wanted to share that if you look at the two slides, Ms. Rico, what do you see the difference between the first slide in the front and the slide in the back? What's one difference that you see?
I see a lot more cameras turned on.
Cameras turned on, right? And
yeah.
So I just want to share that that's one of the things that the teachers do ask for is if the students can please be on camera. They can't require it. Some teachers are not happy with that because they want to see the kids' faces, but it does make a difference. Like I'm happy when I look out and I can see faces, and I can see kids nodding their head like, yes, I get it, or no, I don't. Sometimes it's better when we're not on camera. Like they always tell me, Gomez, please turn off your camera because I'm scaring everybody else. But for most of us, like we do want the kids to be on camera just to see them learning. So just something to talk about your kids about. Also, I hope for those parents that are sometimes looking over the kids' shoulders, I hope that you're seeing more engagement and more technology being used by the teachers. We've worked a lot with our teachers with different strategies. We purchased Edpuzzle, a Jamboard, like different engagement and technology, because it sucks when people talk to you just like I am right now. We don't want to have that. We want our teachers to engage the kiddos. So just something to look out for. All right. For those of you that have not driven by the school, just some awesome news. As of yesterday, the Aztec logo is in the middle of the field. It's looking awesome. The field is starting to be glued down. On the football field, the soccer lines are starting to be put in. The out of bounds lines are starting to be put in for the football field. Next, we need the track in, on the outside, but the field's coming along nicely. The picture on the top right, from the ground up, for those parents that have been to any of our events in the past, for those of you that were Aztecs and graduated in the past, you guys know the major upgrade that our restrooms in the gym needed. Those upgrades are happening now. Again, from the tiles, from the ground all the way up. The brand new stalls, brand new everything. New facilities for our scholar athletes, and we're super excited about that. Also, we've put together some care packages. Letty, Maritza, and Betty have been talking to our teachers. Unfortunately, we've had 5 families in the past 3 weeks that have lost a parent, grandparents, or a relative to COVID. And so sad news to our families. But these 3 ladies have been awesome with putting together care packages, and Ms. Pegarari and I delivered them. Lots of tears, lots of crying, but also lots of smiles, and just appreciation. We couldn't hug them, but we could definitely see the gratitude that they felt toward the Aztec family reaching out to them. So a big shout out to Letty, Maritza, and Betty for putting this together for our families. Definitely something very positive that Azusa Aztecs are doing for our COVID families. And if you know anybody that are Aztecs that have lost someone to COVID, please email those emails that are already up there, Letty, Maritza, or I, or Betty, and we're trying to reach out to all of our families. Any questions before we move on, or comments? Again, good news. Yes,
I have
go
a
ahead.
comment, Dr. Gomez. Actually, it's about something that the Family Center, the Parent Center, is actually working on right now. It's not, we don't have it yet, but it's something that the team is working on. And we have several families, because of the fires, they've been affected, or because of COVID, or because they're newcomers into the country and don't have a place to stay. Some of them are staying in motels. So the team is actually working on care packages for families that are living in a motel or another housing situation that is just not adequate. So that's something the team's working on. If you know of anybody, please reach out to Leti or Maritza, because we're working on something as we speak. Thank you.
I know Lorraine left the meeting early because she actually drove to one of the motels to deliver 3 backpacks to an Aztec family that their house, that were evacuated from their house up the hill. So we're trying, parents. It's tiring, but it's definitely worth it. And anything that you guys can share with regards to any of our families affected, please let us know. But I don't know if you guys read the comments. Thank you, girls. We're so lucky to have your help. We're so lucky to have you help our Aztecs. You guys are awesome. Thanks for taking care of our Aztec families. Agreed. Next one, Maritza. All right. This is an important one, guys, because I've been talking to Think Together, and we have increased numbers, but not the numbers that we're looking for. Parents, if you need your kids to continue tutoring, if you need your kids to have some continual daycare while you make the food, while you talk to your partner, sign them up for Think Together. It's free. They can show up whenever they want, do some homework, check in with their partners. And they also have different clubs that they're going to be starting. So it's important for them to, if they want to find out a way to stay engaged, sign them up. And like I said, use it for babysitting services. Like today was my first day in a while that I've had to stay home and babysit and work at the same time. And I don't know if you guys can see, I'm locked up in the restroom because these kids, I don't know what they're doing. The outside of my house is probably burned down already. When I get out, I'm going to take out the belt, like I said earlier, and take care of business. But these kids are wacko. I love them to death, but geez. So, but seriously, like this is a good place for them to show up and do their work, and get tutoring at the same time. So, please sign up your kiddos, and we want them to get as much help as they need, and it's available. So take care of business. Any question? Here's another one. Think Together also has, like I said, they have different programs. The one to the right in black, it's the Think Together internship. So they have an internship program where they try to connect kids to different businesses. They try to teach them skills like interview skills, resume building, how to take on interviews. So they have different things that they're preparing your kids for when they want to go get a job. So take advantage of Think Together. They have a lot of cool programs that are going to be beneficial for them. Also on the left, just a reminder, the free meals continue. Azusa High School continues to be the school that gives the most food in the entire district. That's why we're the only school that does it twice a day. We do it 7 to 8 a.m. and then 2 to 4 p.m. A question that came up in our Spanish group earlier today, they were asking if any parents from any school can go to Azusa High, and the answer is yes. As long as you have a kid under 18, you can go to Azusa High School and get food for the week for you and your family. So please share that news to your neighbors, to your new moms. Share the news. Make sure that they have food in their refrigerator during these difficult times. Any questions about Think Together? Any questions about the free meals? Okay, that's our 14 seconds. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys, some great news that you cannot share until October 1st. So I'm going to record everybody that's here in this meeting. And if the news gets out, I'm going to blame you guys. All right, so Miss Sims, those of you that have been fortunate enough for your kids to have Miss Sims as their math teacher, she was our Azusa High School Teacher of the Year last year, and she was also the Azusa Unified School District Teacher of the Year last year. So great news for Azusa, great news for the district. But just released, and it's going to be made public October 1st. Maria Sims, out of the entire county, she was named in the top 10 Teacher of the Year. And so just super proud of Miss Sims, super proud of Azusa. And so she's going to represent Azusa proudly for the entire county of LA. And so hopefully she continues to go on and become Teacher of the Year, which is awesome. But for those of you that have her as a teacher right now, on October 1st, send her a congratulatory email, virtual high five for the great work. And she's such an awesome teacher. Yeah. So, all right. Aztecs, we have 19 parents here. I just spoke to Ms. Rico this morning, and everybody else, Mr. Asensio, Ms. Cuenca, Ms. Maya, Ms. Beltran, we want you guys to be at this WASC meeting. Again, WASC is we spend 3 years writing a report of all the things that Azusa High School is doing. At the end of this report, the state sends a team to look at the things that we're doing. So on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, they're going to send five teachers or administrators to look at the work that we said that we're doing. On Tuesday, they want to talk to the parents from 2:35 through to 3:20, and this is your time, parents, to share the good, the bad, the ugly, and this report comes to us, but more importantly, it goes to the district. So let's share the good news of the good teachers that we have with Ms. Sims. Let's share some of the areas of growth, like Ms. Cuenca said about, like, hey, some teachers are giving too much work. Let's share that so that way our teachers and our district can hear everything that's going. But again, not only during this distance learning time, but Ms. Cuenca, you've been with us for the last 4 years. Ms. Rico, you've been with us for 3 years. So share, since you've been with us, share all that good news and areas of growth that we know we still can improve on. I know that you guys have been trying to get rid of me for the last 4 years. So this is a perfect time to do it. So go in there and say mean things about me, and it'll be the good time. So what else, Letty or Maritza or Betty, what am I missing about WASC? Nothing. Again, it's a 3-day visit. They come and give us information about the things that we say that we're doing and how we can improve on those things. But it's a 2:35 to 3:20. It's about an hour, and it would be great if we had the 19 parents here, the 22 parents that were in the Spanish meeting, to go in and share all the information and just share your voice, because that's what they want to hear. They want open, frank conversations, and they want you guys to be real and share the good, the bad, and how we can continue to improve. School site council. All right, guys, we're starting to wrap it up. But thank you for the 7 parents that nominated themselves for school site council. Of the 7, we can only have 3 on the team. So I'm going to be sending out an email tomorrow, an email and text message. It's going to take you about 1 or 2 minutes to vote for the 3 parents that you want to represent you at school site council. So it's going to be 3 out of 7. So please vote. Rock the vote. Before November, you get to rock the vote in September here at Azusa, and so we want you to nominate the 3 parents. And just quickly again, the bottom one talks about WASC. We need you to be present on Tuesday. If you want to be part of that team, I think I forgot to mention, please email Letty or Maritza or call that number, so that we can give you the Google Meets contact. All right, but we want all the parents to be there, so that way we can have a good representation of Aztecs and show Aztec pride. The top part, Ms. Cuenca, I don't know what other senior parents we have here, but on Tuesday, we have a financial aid night. So October 1st is FAFSA month. And FAFSA is the financial aid application. So the sooner you fill out the FAFSA, the better. And so that starts in October, Ms. Cuenca. So we want to make sure that your daughter's one of the first ones to fill out the form. And they're going to have a FAFSA night September 29th at 6 p.m. So make sure you attend. Make sure your daughter tells all the varsity cheerleaders to be on this meeting, because we want to make sure that that they all fill out the forms as soon as possible. Spread the word. Thank you. And just a reminder to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Make sure you guys, just a quick update. Our website, our regular website isn't working. So I'm going back to the district one. We're working on fixing it. But as of right now, if you want to go to our website, it probably won't work. You'll have to go through the district website to find our school, or you can use the one that's on there. And finally, parents, make sure 100% that you're checking your sons or daughters' grades and attendance every single day. So make sure that they're showing up to class and they're taking care of business. Yep, I think that's it. Parents, it's your time to ask questions, concerns, anything going on in the community. Anybody have any good jokes?
No.
You have to be clean.
Mr. Martinez, it's me, Anna.
Talk about clean jokes.
No, I'm not doing a joke. I just want to know. I have 3 kids that I take care, and 2 of mine. I just want to know, can I get meals for them?
That's a good question, Ms. Beltran. Can you email me and I'll forward your name to Ms. Maria Calderon for that?
Okay.
Because I want to make sure that I know they said that you don't have to take your children, but maybe if you take the information, maybe if you take the information for the other families, Ms. Beltran, they can approve you. But just email me and I'll forward you to Ms. Calderon just to make sure.
Ms. Calderon?
Yeah, email me and I'll forward your information. I'll forward your email to her.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'll do that then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr.
Copy,
Gomez,
Anna.
Yes, Ms. Rico.
I have a question about Aries. Are teachers updating it, or how often are they supposed to update it? You know, I just kind of have trouble with one of my kids where they're just not updating it. So I don't have her latest grades, you know?
Yeah, so theoretically, they should be updating once a week at the least. I know that's not happening with all of our teachers. So please, parents, if there's any teacher, some teachers do it every day. Some teachers do it every 2 days, 3 days. If it's passing the week, please email me. Or if you want to go straight to the teacher and ask, teachers like that when you reach out to them first. But if you feel more comfortable going through me, please email me and I'll look into it for you. Again, I know that there's some teachers that haven't done it on a weekly basis, and I have been in communication with them. So I want to make sure that I follow up with them for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, continue to check and working together. We will make sure that both your kiddos are at Harvard in a year and in 4 years.
Mhm.
Thank you.
There was a question, Maritza, on the chat box that
Yes, Ms. Gallegos asked, when did you say it is time to fill out the FAFSA?
can you? It was
October 1st.
Can you go to the next move to that slide, Maritza? It's I think the one before. There it is. September 20. So the FAFSA opens up on October 1st. Let these correct. But we're gonna have a financial aid night on September 29th before October 1st. So Ms. Gallegos, make sure you go to that meeting on the 29th so you're ready for October 1st. Does that help, Ms. Gallegos?
Yeah. Will you guys be posting a link for the meeting?
We sure will. We're just waiting to. We just approved it today because we had to get it approved from the district. So that should be coming out tomorrow and this weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
The link will also be sent directly to your phone once it's approved. Once it gets approved, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And for those senior parents, it was asked in the Spanish meeting, not in the English meeting. I want to remind everybody the importance of making sure that we fill out the free and reduced lunch meals. If you haven't filled it out, I know we're making phone calls as we speak. We started making phone calls yesterday, but I want to make sure that you call your parents. That you fill out the form because parents, if you qualify for free or reduced lunch, you get instead of having to pay $97 for your AP test, you pay $10. You get free college application waivers. You also get to take the SAT test for free. So it benefits you a lot, along with benefiting the school. So we want to make sure 100% of our families apply. Even if you haven't applied, even if you've applied in the past and don't qualify, do it again because they've changed some of the requirements. So we just want to make sure that you apply, and if you qualify, it's going to be a lot of good news because you're going to be saving a lot of money in your pocket, and it also helps the school because we get more supports and more funding for the school as well.
There's a question from Ms. Velasquez. It's does FAFSA apply for juniors?
It does not, but you know what, Ms. Velasquez, if you wanted to join the meeting, go ahead and join because they're going to give you a lot of information. So that way, when your son or daughter becomes a senior next year, you'll have it ready. So if you have time, I would just join just to hear what they have to say and what you're going to have ready. So the biggest problem that Letty, Maritza, Betty, any parent that has had a seniority, the biggest challenge that we have is that parents don't have their taxes or they filed taxes and they threw away their taxes. You're going to need your taxes. You're going to need your driver's license. You're going to need, if you have a Social Security, you're going to need all that information. And if Ms. Velasquez, if you just go in and just listen, it's going to give you a good idea for next year to be better prepared. And that goes for all the grades. Any parent in any grade, just log in and hear what they have to say. So that way, it won't be so nerve-wracking your senior year because senior year is nerve-wracking and it's expensive and yeah, we want to make sure that you're ready for every year before you get there.
Dr. Gomez, for students that didn't qualify for free or reduced lunch, will you guys be sending out any forms for us to have?
That qualified or did you say did not?
That didn't qualify for.
So we're only calling the parents that have not filled out the form. That haven't filled it out. So if you filled it out, we send everything to the district. It's all electronic now. So the district, if you can email me and I'll ask Ms. Calderon to see if you qualify. But they don't give us that information anymore, which is hard because it's hard for us because then we can't answer the question that you have.
Oh no, well they did send us a letter saying we didn't. So and I know that my kids are taking some AP exams. So when will we receive the information for us to pay for the exam and all that stuff?
Yeah, so AP exams, your kids have already registered. The AP exams, we're going to be collecting funds through October. So we'll let you know in October how we're going to be collecting funds as well. We're trying to set up an online payment.
Okay.
So that way everything can be done online.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? I haven't heard from Ms. Maya, from Ms. Lopez, from Mr. Asensio, Heredia. Well, the question was, will the FAFSA be as a reminder? Yes. So Ms. Velasquez, we will be sending out information to the senior families. It will be posted on social media. If for some reason you don't see it, by the 29th, please email any of us and we can share it with you as well.
And of course, I believe the counselors are going into the classrooms to remind the students as well.
Yeah, I think for Ms. Velasquez, because she's a junior parent, I think the emails may only go to our senior parents. Letty, so we may have to they may have to be on social media.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
If I can comment real quick, thank you so much for keeping us so updated on social media. You guys are doing an awesome job. Like all the good, positive things, and all the information that we need to know. So thank you.
That's a big shout out to Maritza Martinez right there.
Yes.
Because she does all the cool graphics and everything too. We'll just be a stick figure of a wearing an Aztec hat, stick figure with the Aztec hat.
No, shout out to Hilda Quinones in media as well, and let people learn it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Maritza. Appreciate it.
You guys are a great team.
I apologize. I almost left out Hilda. Hilda has been super duper awesome. Hilda's the one that sends all the cool phone calls and Google forms that we send out. Yeah.
Right. And also, just to mention briefly before we end the meeting, tonight, this evening after 7 o'clock, you're going to receive a link to the family newsletter. It's something new that we're trying at Azusa High, and it's filled with wonderful resources and immediate contacts for shout outs or for how to do virtual workouts at home, or if you need some resource information and support. And we're just changing it every time it goes out. That way we keep you guys up to date and informed of what's going on in the community and virtually as well.
Okay, Mr. Caballero, I hope your son's doing better. Yes, so for athletics, we're having a meeting tomorrow with the superintendent, and there are not going to be any practices, but what we're trying to push is some conditioning by small groups spread out throughout the day. And so we're looking at possible conditioning starting at the end of October. But we have to have a meeting with the superintendent. We have to have a meeting with the board, and all that has to be approved. We just need to make sure kids are safe. We need to make sure kids are spaced out. And again, this is not practice. But yes, for sure, Mr. Caballero. Different districts are in different places. We are in the process of. We already have the forms. We already have the information that.
I just want to show you how he talks. He babbles too.
Okay, so yeah, so Mr. Caballero, we're on track to hopefully get approved sometime in October. But again, they're not practices; they're just they're workouts.
Dr. Gomez, I know that you guys require a physical exam by the child's physician. Is that something that was supposed to be done last year, or is that something that they could turn in now to be able to join?
Yeah, so as soon as we get clearance, the coaches are going to start reaching out. But clearances are on a yearly basis, so they will need a new clearance. So for those parents that have kids that are playing sports, if Lizzie wants to join basketball for this year, yeah, they'll have to get a clearance every year.
Thanks.
Yep. Any other questions or concerns? Anything else in the chat box that I missed? Ms. Lopez? Yeah.
Do you have any idea when the kids will be back in school? That's Ms. Lopez asking.
Yeah, Ms. Lopez, same thing. I know we are prepping for possible hybrid returns, where half the kids come one day, half the kids come another day. That still is there. We don't have any exact information as to when the kiddos will be back in school. But as soon as we hear anything, we're going to be sharing information. I hope soon. I hope. But at the same time, we need to make sure everyone's safe. And we don't want to continue getting folks sick. And I'm telling you, like it's such a horrible visit to go visit families of that have lost someone to COVID. And yes, believe us, like more than anything, our teachers always say, we miss the kids. We miss the kids. We want to be back. And we hope that we can be back soon, but we need to be safe. All right, parents, it's 4:13. We're 13 minutes over. I appreciate you guys checking in. I hope to see you guys on Tuesday with the WASC meeting. If you have any questions, again, reach out to Maritza, to Letty. They're awesome. And we want to make sure that we continue to support you guys for whatever you need. We're here for you guys and gals, and please let us know if you need anything.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
All right, Ms. Beltran, miss you.